You probably think the chest press is just sit down and push. But what you don't realize is that your setup, the movement, and the weight you use determine whether the chest actually gets worked. In this video, I'll show you the mistakes that could leave your shoulders hurting, and a third mistake that catches almost everyone by surprise.
What?
The adjustments may be small on the chest press machine, but they're vital if you want to work the right muscle group. And the first thing to tackle in your setup is your seat position. Too low, and your arms end up doing most of the work. And the stress shifts to your shoulders. Too high, and your arms again do most of the movement. You might get some chest involvement, but not nearly as much as you should. Just right means the handles are roughly aligned around your upper chest, maybe starting at the crease of your armpit. In that position, your chest can initiate the movement and control the weight on the way back. Your arms help guide the movement, but they shouldn't be doing all the work. And sometimes the difference between too high and just right is just one notch on that seat adjustment. That small difference can make a huge difference in how you perform the exercise. Once you find that right seat position, write it down in your workout log. I do this in my own workout book, and I have my clients do it too. That way, the next time you use the machine, your setup is fast, easy, and accurate. But the seat isn't the only adjustment you need to make on the machine. The second adjustment is the starting position. This determines whether your chest is actually in the position to do the work or if your shoulders are going to do it all. Too far away and you don't get enough stretch in your chest. So your shoulders end up doing the pushing. And this can contribute to a lot of stress and discomfort in the front of the shoulder. Too close, and now you're pulling your chest and your shoulders into an awkward position that can put more stress on your joints instead of allowing the right muscles to work. Just right is the position where you will feel a comfortable stretch. Your chest can actually initiate the movement, and your shoulders and arms will just help guide it. And just like that seat position, write this position down in your workout log, or keep one page in the back of the workout log to list all your seat positions for easy reference. But once you're set up right on the machine, you're not out of the woods yet. There are a few form mistakes that I see constantly in the gym. The biggest form mistake I see is rounding the shoulders as you push forward. To keep your chest working, you need to keep your shoulders anchored to the pad of the machine as your arms move forward. Too often people think more is better, and it's not. They keep pushing further and further away until their shoulders literally round forward and come off the pad. That's actually where the chest loses its involvement in the entire movement. So here is the proper and effective way to do your chest press machine. Sit with a tall posture, your chest up and shoulders back and down, and elbows comfortably bent and relaxed. Inhale, and as you begin to press, exhale and use your chest to drive the movement. Think about the area around the outer chest or the armpit as being the prime mover. And while you do that, press your shoulders back into the pad and leave them there. You should also feel a slight squeeze in your shoulder blades as you push them back to help stabilize and maintain that position. A full extension doesn't mean your arms have to be straight. It means your chest has completed the pushing motion. And in most cases, your elbows will stay slightly bent. Because when you completely straighten the elbows, you can shift more of the work into the triceps and shoulders and move it away from your chest. For the return, as you bring those handles back, focus on feeling your chest control the weight all the way back to your starting position. And that might actually be the hardest part to learn. But it's worth taking the time to develop that connection so that you get all of the benefits from the exercise. And one quick note about breathing. Think of the exhale as helping you produce more force. As you exhale, brace with your abdominals and let your body learn how your chest and core work together. And with any machine, don't let the weight you're lifting slam into the rest of the rack. Lower it under control until it gets as close as possible to the rest of the rack without touching. Then begin your next repetition. You want to maintain tension and control through every repetition of the exercise. You always want to work with a weight that's challenging, but that allows you to maintain proper form. At the first sign that a repetition might be causing your shoulders to round or to take over, that's the end of your set. Yes, you want to increase your weight because getting stronger is the goal. But this next mistake sneaks up on a lot of people, even when they have the best intentions. Just because you can move a weight from point A to B doesn't mean it's the right weight. You never want to use a heavier weight at the expense of your positioning and your control and your feel of the right muscles. And this is never more obvious than on the chest press machine. And a weight that's even a little bit too heavy can change your form before you even know what's happening. If your range of motion starts getting shorter, that's one sign that the weight is too heavy. If you can't feel your chest controlling the weight, that's a sign that the weight's too heavy. Don't let your body trick you into ego lifting its way through a repetition. Look, I always say that you and your body are not the same. You're smart. You know you should use good form. Your body is a brute. It wants to move more weight. That's why you have to catch these changes before it becomes your new form. And the only way to do that is to consistently use the proper form. On the days you might be tired, it's okay to reduce the weight and keep that good form. Remember, practice makes habits, and those can be good or bad. So make your form on the chest press an automatic good habit. So next time you use the chest press, don't just think about moving the weight. Set yourself up correctly, keep your shoulders where they belong, back against the pad, and choose the weight that allows your chest to do the work. That's how you turn the chest press into an exercise that strengthens your pushing ability while keeping the work where it belongs, on your chest instead of your shoulders. The chest press is one of the 5 foundational machines in my 5-machine method. The 5-machine method is a structured program. It's the same approach that I've used with clients for decades. You can find the 5-machine method in the link in the description.